Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Gray to throw from his end zone. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this out past the 25. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Back to throw. Gray, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us, looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gray. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Gray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers have taken the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hess. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. He'll drop to throw. Dixon, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down.
They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Gray on 1st and 10. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Gray buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Gray.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gray.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
First, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw is Gray. On third down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Now Gray, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Gray now, throwing on first down. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
On second down, this is Harris. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Up the middle they go. It's Hess, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They run with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. Gray dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gray eluding the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris,
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. The extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Gray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Gray.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On the ground, it's Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They run for it with Harris. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Steelers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
And he's got his big tight end here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
What a moment for him. Super Bowl, you think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Gray. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking to throw. Gray.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively.
Back to throw. Gray. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Greg Dulcich.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.